I ask for the truth on behalf of Jessica Clarke concerning her personal life. Just going through a bit of a hard time at the moment with her personal life, and we'd just like a bit of guidance and insight on that, please. Ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. We just cut the deck. Where each splits is where it's thought to be at its most energetic point. So suppose you could say, now we've placed the top underneath, or the underneath on top, according to your philosophy, then the top of the deck here is now the centre, isn't it? Or the centre of the deck is now on top. Let's just deal out a timeline. It's a bit like Twitter or Facebook, isn't it? Where we go, a beginning card, a middle card and an end card. In this case it's past, present, future. Recent past, present and immediate future. The recent past and the immediate future are about a moon phase behind, moon phase ahead. So you could say between now and this time last month as the first card, for example, hasn't it? And of course the meaning or the interpretation of that card, or what energy the card is vibrating with, which it is, then that will be relevant to your personal life. So let's see what is vibrating, what card has come up there. And as you can see, you got the energy of the Griffin. Honour and good luck, strangely enough. You've had a stroke of good luck in some way, some strange way or form. I don't know what this is about, but certainly honour, I suppose, maybe in the sense that you've been respected for whatever it was. I got this sort of sense as though whatever she did well, at least you can show her a bit of credit for it. She's at least got integrity. At least you can show her some respect, although it may have not been what she wanted, or it may not have been what we expected. Nevertheless, you can at least show her some respect. Say, for example, you didn't have the right boyfriend, and your mother didn't agree with it. The future mother-in-law didn't agree with the boyfriend or whatever, and you split up with him. Well, regardless of that, at least for as much as I didn't like him, I can show a respect for at least, you know, going her own way and picking and choosing, although the mother-in-law knows best, or the future mother-in-law knows the best. Laughing and joking apart, though, what is going on right now, though, regardless of what you did just recently, was respectful in the sense, maybe it was honour in the sense of you didn't want to dishonour the family. Well, yes, I would have gone out with him, but don't know, he's forever cheating, he abused his last girlfriend, or he's divorced or something of that nature, or he's come out and he's gay, or I don't know what he says. It's just something that in that sort of sense where you've done the honourable thing by maybe he's asked for marriage too early, and alarm bells have been ringing, especially if you're affluent in some way or come from an affluent family. Let's just see though what's going on right now. Given the fact of family honour or family respect, nevertheless, look at this here from the Treasury. You've got the gate, just indicating some form of barrier. Something's in the way at the minute. A barrier keeps you from your goal. Whatever it is in your personal life right now, there's certainly something in the way. Is that something or somebody? I got a sort of sense as though it's somebody, but it could be something like maybe red tape or you know, that sort of thing, like bureaucracy or just something maybe, could be like red tape stopping you getting out of the old relationship so you can enter a new one or move on. There's something stopping you. What's this sense? Get like the sense of moving on. Something stopping you from moving on. There's something in the way, or just like a barrier, like literally like a gate just slamming in your face, and you can't move any further until you've either dealt with it, overcome it, or worked a way through it, around it. But you can't go through it, but you can go over it and under it, can't you? I suppose you could drill holes and sort of get through it, but either way, you could also get to find out where the key is and just unlock. I don't know. Sometimes the answer is simple, and maybe that's what it is. But whatever is going on here with this situation with your personal life, yes, well, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that just recently. And now, well, there's something, but that is now blocking my path and I can't move any further. Let's see, though, what goes on in the immediate future here. Let's just see what's vibrating between now and July, between now and around about the 26th-ish, 27th-ish of July. There's such a thing as 27th-ish. There is now. You've got the energy of the spider. The spider totem, as you know, is to do with creativity, and in this particular case, there's a touch of darkness there ahead, isn't there? But just really indicating that a meticulous and sort of subtle approach is needed, in the sense of just have to be meticulous and patient, really. Patience is a virtue, of course, and I suppose maybe it's time, I suppose, Spirit is saying it's time you lay a trap for them instead of falling for everybody else's traps. Maybe that's what the barrier is right now, the fact that somebody's laid a trap and you've fallen for it, hook, line and sinker. And now it's time for you to lay a trap, and then the rules will apply to you because you will have the key to unblocking it or unlocking the door or whatever. Maybe if that's the key to your heart, then of course that's another thing, isn't it, that you can set in motion. But patience is a virtue between now and July, or this time next month. The 27th of July or thereabouts, as near as damn it as the swearing. Of course, you can't give it an exact date, but you just say this between now and this time next month, which is roughly a moon phase, isn't it? Usually, you can't really go any further than that. And that's around about the time when you probably may seek another reading from a reader, but just let things fulfil themselves. But yes, it's more a case of, I suppose, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, isn't it, really? That's what it's really about. Being meticulous, just checking that you did. This next time, I suppose, might be a second chance while the gate is slammed in your face and whilst there's something keeping you from your goal right now. Nevertheless, between now and this time next month, you can be working out, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, checking out which is the best one, which isn't, where did I go wrong, work out a contingency plan. Always have a backup plan. Backup plans always come in handy. You always have a choice, you always have the freedom to choose either way, and that, unfortunately, is that if you choose the wrong. But of course, by choosing the wrong, one must fall many times before one can rise up, as the great Aleister Crowley once implied. But for now, for you, these cards have spoken.